In this tutorial, we are going to create this logo. I will show you all the techniques that I use to make it. Just go here, in Mesh, select Circle. Go here in Edit mode. Now just hit F in your keyboard. Now it's like this. Now we have the first circle. Now we want another one to make it as outline. So I go here, but this time I select a curve circle. You can't see it here because this one must uncheck. Now this circle selected, you see here the data properties of this curve. Click down. Now go here in geometry, here in bevel, select depth. Go slowly. Make it like this, but don't go like this. Faster. Never make this in Blender. If you want to scroll with your left mouse here, you must hold Shift. It will be slowing your movement. Okay? Now I go back, I give it 0.06 like this. Now enable the second. Now we have these two circles. Now we want to make our logo here. So to make a logo in Blender, it's very easy. Watch this. I add a text. Go here in properties of the text. Make it in the center. And here make it in the middle. Go here in geometry. I extrude it like this. We must give it to make it smoother than this. So here in the depth, I give it 0.005 like this. And this I make it in 0. In Blender, if you go here in font, you have a lot of default font coming with Blender. You can use it, but in my case I will not using this. I will using a font that I download from the font. I go where I stock my font in my computer and I select, where is it? Space time, not this. So I go back, this. I select this one. It's called Trans Corner Regular. Hit S and hold down and scroll your mouse, not faster, just slower like this, to put the text in this circle. Now our text is good. Now we want to change this default text, so go here in object mode and select edit mode. And now delete the text and hit the logo that you want. And go back here to object mode. Now we have our logo like this. Maybe I scale it a little down like this. Now we must add a plane. So here in Mesh, select a plane. S and make it bigger like this. G, Z down. Now it's good. Now if I hit 0, now we can adjust this logo as we want. Select camera and here you can increase or decrease this focal. And here you can adjust it like this. Now here, first select the plane, hit new, easy, make it like this, maybe more, and make it metallic. I select this first one, first circle, hit new, and now here in material, go here in this green point and go here and select glossy material. So decrease the roughness, make it just like this, 0.1. Now I change this color, so I make it like this. Now you can make the color that you want. Now I select the logo and I give it the same color. Now select this circle, hit new. As we are enabling a nude wangler in the setting, hit Ctrl Shift T. Now we can add a texture. So I go here in my computer to select a texture. I go here in fabric and I select this one. Hold Shift, select the first one and the last one. So go here in edit mode. I go here in UV and here I select Smart UV projection and I click here. Now we have this texture for this logo like this. Now if you want to adjust this texture, just here hit I to select all this vertex and now say with S and move this and you can adjust this texture. Just make it smoother like this. Now I go back to object mode. Now I think we must to add a light. It's so darker. So to add a light, very easy. Go here in light. For this tutorial, I select a spot light. You can't see it here. It's here. So I uncheck the camera. Now hit GZ and move it up like this. We want it to be here, but as you can see it's bigger. So to adjust this, right click and select adjust spotlight size, and now we make it like this because we want this spot to be just in this area where we have our logo. Now I hit 0 to go back to camera. Now it's better. So I increase this, give it 10,000 like this, and here make it like this. And now here the spot size, you can make it bigger or you can play as you want with this. We want it just little like this. So what do you think? It's easy or not? If you got it, let me know in the comment. Okay, now as you can see, if I move this cursor like this, as you can see we have this cool light like this. If you want animation, the movement of the camera, it's very easy. Choose your first frame if you want to make it just like this. Here in frame 1, select the camera and go here in object data properties. Here right click, insert keyframe. Here right click, insert keyframe, and choose the number of frames that you want for your animation. As you make it lower, your render animation will be faster. So if I make it like this in 60 frames, and now if I change the look maybe like this, and here right click, insert keyframe, and here you can now adjust this timeline to 60 frame. Now we have just 60 frame, as you can see here. If I go back here in frame 1 and if I play, now you have this animation like this. It's faster, but you can make it slower. To make it smoother, right click and go here in interpolation mode and select linear. And now if you see, it's smoother like this. And if you want to render the animation, here you select your resolution. Here, as you can see, it's make it automatically in 60 frame. And here you can select the folder where you want to be your animation. And here you can make it directly in video if you select FFmpeg video. But this method is not safety, because if for any reason Blender crashed, you lose all. For example, if Blender just downloading 40 frames and he crashed, you lose all your 40 frames. But if you select here PNG or JPEG, Blender save this 40 frames. So I highly recommend to use PNG, and after that, if you want to render the animation, go here and render it here. Now let's render just one image. So I want this look like this, just to see. Now we have this logo like this. If you want to see your progress or to compare 8 images in Blender, so just here we are in slot 1, I select slot 2, and now I select this one and I change this color. Maybe I make it yellow like this. Now if I render this image, now I can compare this one to the first one. As you can see here, it's more bronzy, and here it seems like a gold logo. And now to save this image, you can save it, go here and save as, and give it a name and make it in a folder where you want. Now if you want to download just the logo without this plane and without the HDRI, so I go here in slot 3. So to do it, go here in a render view. First thing, check the plane. So I go here and we select film. Here check transparent. Now we have just the logo. So if I go here and render the image, now we have just the logo without any background. And it's useful if you want to use it with other thing or as just a logo. This is the way to make just the logo without anything. If you want to watch more tutorial like this, watch the last video in the end.